Okay, we're going to take a look at example number 5 about healthcare costs to the employer and the employee, and then we're going to look at the total cost of healthcare coverage for a couple different examples. In case you didn't know, when you do get a job, usually what happens is the employer pays a portion of your healthcare, you pay a portion of the healthcare, and then all of that goes towards paying for the healthcare. So we are going to find all 3 of these amounts. It is a little bit lengthy. You definitely need to take notes. This is not a question you can do in your head. I'm going to talk fast because there's 3 little pieces to answer in the 5 minutes, and you can always pause me and keep moving. Okay. Ruth contributes 18% of the total cost of her individual healthcare. This is a $33.75 deduction from each of her weekly paychecks. All this stuff in bold is really important. We need to know the percent that she's paying. We need to know the amount of the deduction, and we need to know what kind of checks she gets. Because if she gets monthly paychecks versus weekly paychecks, that's a very different amount. Okay? So, first things first, we are going to look at calculating the employee's annual portion of the healthcare premium. Don't get lost in this verbiage. This is asking how much does the employee, which is Ruth, pay for her healthcare premium. We know the amount she pays is $33.75, and we know that she pays that out of each of her checks, and we know that she gets paid weekly. So out of each of her weekly checks, she's paying $33.75, so we are going to multiply that by 52. I'm going to go over to Desmos, and I'm going to solve that because I don't expect you guys to do that by hand. So in a 1 year, Ruth is actually paying $1,755. So I'm going to write that out. So we have that here. What is going on? All right. In 1 year, Ruth is paying $1,755. Sounds like a lot, but that's really cheap for her health insurance. Okay. So now we are going to do this next piece. It says calculate the total cost. You guys, if I want to calculate total cost, I have to use that answer above. And the way that I'm going to set this up is I'm going to set up, I'll set it up here, that 18%, aka 0.18 of the total cost of her health insurance, I'm going to call the total T, is equal to the amount that Ruth just paid. The amount Ruth paid is $1,755. I really love that I can keep seeing my dogs walking behind me. So 18% of the total is equal to $1,755. I need to set that up in order to solve it. Okay, I'm just going to really quick finish this one off by solving for the total. This is 18 times T, 0.18 times T. So to get rid of 0.18, I got to divide by 0.18 on both sides of the equation. Go back to, like Algebra 1. Was some beautiful writing by me. We are going to go over to Desmos, and I'm going to take 1755 and divide it by 0.18. So Ruth is paying 18%, which was $1,755. The total cost of the healthcare is actually $9,750. I'm just going to type that in over here. The total cost is equal to $9,750. That's what it needed from me. And then last but not least, it's actually asking us to find out how much the employer, which is your job, is paying for the healthcare premium, aka the healthcare insurance. They keep changing the verbiage, but it all means the same thing, so don't let it freak you out. Okay, I'm gonna do this one in purple just for, wrong purple. I'm gonna do this one in purple just for fun. So I'm going to, in order to solve this one out, I'm gonna take $9,750, which is my total, and I'm going to subtract what Ruth is paying, which was $1,755, and that is gonna be the amount that the employer pays. So again, I'm going to head over to Desmos. Heading over to Desmos, I get 9750 minus 1755. That means that the employer, the job, is actually picking up $7,995 of that healthcare premium. Okay? So it's a little bit lengthy. If you feel a little bit lost, I want you to go back and rewind this to the beginning and watch each step